Mr. Pickens, one of the points that Senator Reid made is that a significant amount of the progress that has been made in promoting renewables has been because of renewable portfolio standards that have been adopted in 25 states. We've tried to adopt a national renewable portfolio standard and not been successful. What's your view as to the utility of us doing that? Is that something we ought to continue to pursue, or does it make a big difference?
Let me go back to what I consider the problem that I'm trying to attack, and that is that we are paying for $700 billion worth of imported oil. So I then look at what is available to us in this country to, in some way, offset that. And if you go down the list of resources we have available, we have oil, which is in decline. We have coal, we have natural gas, we have wind, we have solar, we have hydro, we have biofuels, nuclear. We've got to look at everything. We've got to look at everything. The renewables, it's time for the renewables. The wind is located in the right place. If I could ask one of my guys to put a map up, show me the one that the DOE had. This is a great illustration. This is a DOE map that was done in April of '07, but it shows the wind corridor, that being right up through the central part of the United States. It's in a perfect place, one, to have safety as to where the location is. It's perfect as far as the people in that area. They want it. They want the wind. It's not like on the coast where you have problems there siting those turbines. But here they want it. It could happen. And I think the Department of Energy did an excellent job of identifying the resource and then also the transmission out of there. I know you asked me the question about the renewables. The renewables, it's time for the renewables. If you look at this, my second, again, Department of Energy map, I look like I don't have any displays here, but I do have some too. But anyway, get the one on the solar. Here we're very, very close to doing something on solar. And you can see here again, across the southwest part of the United States, is the solar corridor. And this could be put, solar and wind do extremely well together in mixing them. But what we need is leadership to come forward and develop these resources for us, because we are so close now to having them and in quantities that would substantially reduce the $700 billion that we're buying foreign crude oil with. We've got to get that stopped.
In your testimony there, you talked about how we needed to release natural gas out of power generation, so that we take what we're currently using in power generation and shift that to the transportation sector. Are there, in addition to the renewable portfolio standard that we've been talking about, are there other actions you think the federal government should take to try to ensure that transition of natural gas from power generation to transportation occurs, or will the market just bring that about? How do you see that occurring right now? I think the utilities have generated more and more power from natural gas because that has been the cheapest way to generate additional power. And I don't know if the wind generation you're talking about is going to be a more attractive option for them, or if we need to have policies in place that cause that shift to occur.
Well, as we all know in this country, that it's going to go to the cheapest, source of power. That's the system that we all operate under. So it's got to go. Wind will be cheaper than anything else. Solar will also, not yet. I'm not saying we're there yet. We are on wind. We're not on solar. But the natural gas will move out of the power generation slowly. I can see that it moves out and is very conveniently replaced over a period of 5 to 10 years. So I don't know that I would have any recommendations to you on this other than let it happen, encourage it to happen, and I think you've got to have a PTC to make it work. You know, you want it to go as quick as you can because you want to reduce the 700 billion number. So PTC on our evaluation was 200,000 megawatts. The PTC for that would be $15 billion a year to accomplish that. You need to give it for a long enough time that planning can happen. Another point that I'm not sure, and this was brought up in a meeting last night, that we don't have the manufacturing for the wind, and it's GE is big in the business, and we have a few other smaller ones. But if we have a PTC that shows the wind manufacturing turbine people, they'll come into the country. We'll have, and that'll bring down the cost. When they come in, there'll be more competition, and we'll bring down the cost there. But when you look at $15 billion a year, it's insignificant compared to the $700 billion that's going out for foreign oil.
All right.